And now, I would like to end my talk with something just a bit personal. You know, I've been speaking about all these deep topics, and I thought you might just want a little bit of perspective on my life, and I might share a few things with this group that weren't fully recorded, but and I thought, how can I best do this in this day? You know, everyone complains about how difficult I am to follow, and so I thought, how could I dumb this down for everyone? So I thought I would go to a construct, the English language, and I would speak to you a poem in English. Here goes. It's called Father Forgive. When your dad descends from Benjamin and your mom's a noted Jew, you must strive for perfection and excel in all you do. Raised as fully Jewish, Tarsus was my home. Born in that key city made me a citizen of Rome. In Rome you do as they do. In Israel you stay. And when in ships between them, you might sink unless you pray. Those Romans were audacious, their pride born like a seal. A Hebrew of the Hebrews, I'd surpass them in my zeal. Gamaliel taught me Torah. I memorized it all. But Father wanted action, so I embraced the name of Saul. I thought that I could do it, be both rabbi and a king. Little did I know that in a jail cell I would sing. A sect arose in Israel, Nazareth their home, proclaimed a false Messiah, crucified by Rome. A sect boosts expectations, then death brings hopes back down. But this one was still growing, for the corpse had not been found. So I took it much upon me to save us from this mess. Stephen must be speechless. We were all in great duress. His silence didn't stop it. It was spreading far and wide. We must bring them back and try them here. To Damascus I will ride. When Jesus spoke right to me, I quickly called him Lord. We Jews need revelation to see his flesh, the Word. Off I went to study. How could I be so wrong? I read how God had planned it, was intended all along. I grieved my former actions. I repented of them all. Why had Jesus stopped me? For what purpose did he call? And when I met Cornelius, it confirmed what I still know, that Jesus' great commission was to all the world we go. So I took it now upon me to preach to rich and poor. Gentiles would hear of him whom I came to adore. But Father was aghast now. Reports had him confused. He wanted from me action, not desertion of the Jews. I never could convince him. From me he turned away. When I wished to be accursed for Jews, I was thinking of that day. It didn't feel so noble to turn my face towards Rome. I would try to do for Caesar what I could not do at home. When your father will reject you and your mother is a Jew, God's love must be higher, deeper, wider than you knew. Some say that I'm a great one. Some call me just as dung. But I see him who forgave me on that tree from which he hung. Father, forgive. Thank you.